treasure. What comes to mind when you hear that word? You might think of wealth, things like money, jewels, precious metals. You might think of things that you store up, things that you hoard or bury, like pirates and their buried treasure. You might think about riches. It might be money that you have in reserve. It could be even a person, someone that you esteem as rare or precious. Treasure comes in any kind and any form. Now, Bevianas Chronicles was privileged in the difficult year that 2020 was to visit Treasure Beach in St. Elizabeth, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Now, we thought that with our little amateurish visitation that we had found a place that we could say, yes, this is the treasure of Treasure Beach. But let me tell you something, people. It don't name Treasure Beach for just one place. Treasure Beach has little pockets of gems, little pockets of precious places and precious experiences. And we were blessed to find this hidden treasure. And we say it's hidden because if you don't know where you're going to get lost. And that's another story altogether. But we were blessed to find Drew's Escape. And let me tell you something. If you want to get away, this is the place that you need to come to. Let's talk a little bit more with Andrew. Good morning. Could you tell us your name, please?
My name is Andrew Lynch.
Good morning, Andrew.
Good morning.
And coming from Andrew, we get Drew's Escape.
Right.
How did you come up with Drew's Escape?
Well, Drew's Escape basically is a journey. I have like 5 years previous experience from a previous property. It was a business venture with a partner of mine at the time, Katama. So basically I grew up in Kingston. That's where I spent most of my years. And I had this property here which I inherited from my grandfather. I never thought I would have come back to this property. But after my time at Katama, I decided that I wanted to do something for myself and put my own unique touch on it. A friend once told me that you have to make your base strong, because no matter where in the world you go, you need to have something to come back to should anything go wrong. So that's when I decided that, you know something, I need to utilize the blessing of my grandfather left to me. Growing up, I didn't see it that way because I never thought I would come back here. So that's why I'm saying it's a journey. It's really a journey for me, you know. In terms of the concept of the building, I wanted to do something more in touch with nature and something more earthy. For me, that's what appeals to me more. And them say Treasure Beach is the home of community tourism. And what I find nowadays is that it's mostly foreigners, you know, investing in Treasure Beach, and the local them are go live a foreign. I don't see the sense in that. You know, we have to identify and know the value of what we have and what we are about. Otherwise, it won't be community tourism anymore. You know, it will be external influences coming to change up the culture of Treasure Beach. So everybody have them little fancy villa with them modern this and modern that, and I wanted to keep it simple and basic to appeal to that type of crowd, you know, the natural roots of people there. You know, it's not the place where you're going to hear, hi sir, yes sir, here you go sir. It's more on a level. And people appreciate that experience more, you know. We try to eliminate the money thing, even though it's a business and it involves money, but that is not what is at the forefront for me. It's more an experience, it's a relationship. Because being born in Treasure Beach, from a few earlier years in Treasure Beach, I know what it was like, you know, the authentic Treasure Beach before all of this infrastructural development and thing. Tourists would come here that didn't have any online marketing and those type of things. That didn't exist, you know. So you literally see a person turn up with a backpack and they would walk from house to house. They would ask if there's a room available for rent. Sometimes those people would end up staying 4, 5, 6 months. So it was very intimate. You got to know those people like they were family, and oftentimes, you know, they would send for the local or a local to experience their country. So it was that type of family atmosphere. You know? So basically I wanted to bring it back to that. So yeah, that is what Jules Escape is about, really.
So, tell us a little bit about the construction of the buildings themselves.
For me, I basically just had a vision of what I wanted the finished product to look like, and everything basically fell into place organically. I never have no blueprint or anything, it was all in my mind, you know. So I started at the foundation and built up. That's the way you do it, you know. But basically it was all in my mind. I just had a vision of what I wanted. I thought of the space that I had, and hence the size of the building, and everything basically just stemmed from there, you know. So the floor in this cabin, the first cabin, is the board that was in my grandfather's shop. So I thought I would incorporate them into the building rather than throw them out. I would just incorporate it, reuse those boards. I wanted the place to be cool, so I definitely knew that I wanted thatch. Zinc and wood zinc doesn't really complement wood, you know.
So in terms of the actual making of the building, did you have a construction team coming in or anything like
This
that?
is my construction team.
All 10 of them?
Yeah, my 10 fingers, my 2 hands, and the mind, the vision, you know, that's the most important, knowing what you want the finished product to look like.
Do you have a background in construction or anything like that?
Not officially, you know, it's basically my experience, but no official training or anything, you know.
Looking at these buildings, you couldn't tell anyone that you don't have some degree in construction or engineering or something like that. They are well put together.
Mine is a powerful thing,
Yes.
you know, and I don't doubt myself. Anything that I want to undertake, my determination just allows me to execute that, you know. I wanted to say the only thing that I didn't do was probably the electrical work. The roof itself, the laying of the thatch was done by another local called Sally. He is an expert. Sally would do what 3 people would do in a day. Sally does it himself in 1 day. So I got Sally to do the thatch work for me.
Okay.
In terms of other help, yes, you know, sometimes you need somebody to pass a piece of board or whatever. But generally speaking, all the carpentry was done by me.
Okay.
And as I said, I wanted that natural, authentic, right? And funny enough, you know, I listed the cabin on Airbnb because where I was previously at Katama, we're on different platforms, booking.com, I call them TripAdvisor, Flipkey, Airbnb. Was quite a few platforms that we're on. But because we're a small property here at Jules Escape, I just decided to try with Airbnb. And people actually love the place before them come here. They see it and they can vibe with what they're seeing, with the pictures of the place. They're just captivated by it before even coming here, you know, which is very important. And traction has been good online. You know, COVID can mash up everything, but I know me want it mash up, so I just have to try and endure and wait for the better days, you know.
Thank you, Andrew. for taking some time with us. We had a fabulous weekend and we will definitely do that.
Most welcome. Thanks for coming. Bring some nice people.
We will.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is so much more that we could say. We could sit and talk with Andrew all day, couldn't we? Listen, don't take our word for it. If you want to experience Drew's escape for yourself, you can find it on the Airbnb app. What I'm going to suggest is that you get onto it right now and maybe you'll be able to squeeze in a weekend for the summer. Yes, he is that booked. And if you want to find out more about Drew's escape, check the description box below where we have his information. This is Bevianas Chronicles signing off from Treasure Beach, St. Elizabeth, Drew's escape. Bye.